So 10 years of being tackled. You said you got some pretty bad hits. What hurt the most? When did you start noticing pain, and where was it?
Well, I guess a lot of my injuries. I had high ankle sprain, stress fracture, MCL bruise, ACL bruise, MCL tear, and that's just the lower part. I can go all the way up to the top with the elbows, and it just keeps going. I had pinched nerves. One time I just had them to shoot. They shot my back up just because I was spasming one time, just so I can play. So it's a lot, because we wants to be on the field, and they made a way so we could be on the field. So.
Wow. So, you're playing professional football and you're taking care of your body, but did you notice that the pain got worse after you retired?
No, it got really worse. Without me taking the meds and the treatment that I was usually getting, everything started breaking down, and I started knowing it probably the second year. It just kept going and going, and to the point that I was end up in a wheelchair for 2 months. I was bed rested for 2 months because I couldn't move, and that's when my child was born, and I was actually just sitting in the bed with him, just laying. It was very depressing. I was depressed, stressed, mad. And, my family took a little bit of it too, but just dealing with the pain. It was pain every day, every night, 24 hours a day.
Where was this pain?
From my feet to my knees and my back, my shoulders, my elbows, my hands, my nerves, everything would shake. And, it was rough. It was rough.
I don't know how you can deal with chronic pain and not have it affect your life, your relationships with your wife, with your kids. I mean, what did it do to your everyday life? With
my kids, it just, I couldn't do anything. Now being in bed and, they want to play with daddy. Daddy can't get on the floor no more. Can't go out there and play basketball. Can't go and play tag and all that stuff. And it didn't affect much, but it affected the things that they would love to do. With my wife, she basically got all the anger and all the everything, and that's one thing that I know she took a lot. And she's a very strong woman. I love her to death. We're still together, thank you, Jesus. But she took a lot because of my pain. I took everything because I'm there with her every day. And that's just so glad that I'm so glad what's going on now with my body. It's a little bit peaceful. It's better, and I thank God for that.
What do you think was your lowest point? First of all, you're on the field, you're being celebrated as this world-class athlete. There's almost nothing you can't do. Mm-hmm. And now you're literally confined to your bed. I mean, what was your lowest point when it came to the pain and the injury?
Suicide.
Really?
Yes. Suicide. I couldn't take it. Everything. It got to me. And it got to me, I took off, and it was his situation. I remember it so clearly. I took off to the room. I knew where the gun was because my wife sealed it up. I don't like them, but she sealed it up. I went back there, and it was just sitting there. I picked it up, put it to my strong, and my mama touched me. She was right behind me. I didn't even know she was there. And I dropped the gun. And till then, I don't know what happened after that. I just knew she touched me. She was behind me the whole time. I didn't even know. But that was my lowest point in my life, right there.
Well, I don't think it could get much worse.
Yeah, it did. And all dealing with pain just because didn't want to deal with it anymore. Didn't know what to do. NFL wasn't helping at the time. I was trying to get help. I mean, it just wasn't, they weren't acting on what I needed at the time. And that's what drove me to that.
What brought you out? What made the pain get better?
A mutual friend introduced me, told me about stem cell treatment. Yes, and he was real good friends with Dr. Pierce. And I heard about it. I heard him talk about it. He set up the meeting for me, and he started explaining to me, because they weren't going to cut me open because they said I don't need it, but He told me that you don't have to get cut open. It's a treatment that it's a shot and you're done. And I said, I want to know more about it. So he introduced me to Dr. Pierce.